I'm sick of lying here all alone and nearly sleepless at night. I'm honest, it's boring. 1,000,000 demons surrounding me, picking a fight. It's toxic.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined by the gorgeous Claudia here, who's going to be my model. And we have a very exciting video today. I'm going to be reviewing the R5 and the R6 for you. I know it's been highly requested. I finally got my hands on it, so I'm really excited. Before we get into this video, make sure to check Claudia out. She's going to be linked in the description below. And before we get into this video as well, make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the little bell button to not miss any of my future uploads. And let's get right into looking at the cameras. Quick disclaimer, this video is going to be more of me testing out the R5 and the R6 side by side. This is not a very technical review. This is more of me just playing with both cameras and seeing what I think about it. There isn't going to be a lot of technical tests or comparing specs. So if that's something that you're looking for, this is probably not a video for you. But if you'd like to see how I take the photos and how the cameras perform in similar situations, then please keep watching. Okay, so today I'm going to be testing the R5 and the R6. The R5 is going to be first. I'm going to be taking some shots with it. I have the 28-70. I usually have 24 on 70 to 70 on my Canon, so this is similar. It's a very heavy lens. The camera itself is really light, or the body, but the lens is really, really heavy. So yeah, we're going to be taking some photos and then we're going to compare it with the R6, see which one looks as what, and yeah. So 100, f2. So the first thing that I noticed, all the settings are pretty much similar to my Canon, so there isn't that much of a difference. Beautiful. Nice. Gorgeous. Oh, that looks so nice. That's gorgeous. The focus is on point. We have eye detection, so it's lovely. So quiet as well. Gorgeous. Beautiful. So at the moment we have, the setting that we have is we are backlit. I'm shooting on 800 of a second f2.0 because the 28-70 goes to 2.0, which is very nice. We have the sheet that kind of diffuses the light nicely, and then we're kind of slightly overexposing the backdrop and just keeping the model nice and exposed. Gorgeous. My ratchet reflector is back. Just put it on the ground because it's just like it reflects the light nicely on your face. But it's literally a ratchet reflector, there's no other way to put it. So the recording button is in a different place. This is here. On my old Canon, it's on the back, so it's just something to get used to. Nothing major. Okay, so now we're moving to shooting with the R6. Same settings as the other one. It's going to be f2. ISO, we're gonna go for 100. And then around 1600 a second. Oh, yeah. So this camera has 20 megapixels instead of I think 40 with the other R5, but it seems like the main differences between the two cameras are in terms of video. If you're looking to shoot 8K video, the other one is for you. This one is more for just photos. I will be looking at the quality of the images. So far it looks really good. I don't see much of a difference in terms of quality for the images. Gorgeous. Yes, that's so beautiful. Both cameras are the same weight. They're both around 580 grams. That's gorgeous. I don't see any difference in terms of IAF. I think it's very efficient in both of them. That's gorgeous. If you like how my images look and you like how I color grade them, make sure to check out my preset packs. I have 2 new out, light medium and medium dark. They are available on my website anitasadowska.eu, and you can get a little discount code in the description below. Make sure to check them out. And now let's get back into the video. So this is the R5. This is how it looks. You have this little menu here at the top. The screen pops up as well, so you can see easier what you're filming and so on. You can have it out if you're doing filming, or you can just completely close it, and then it kind of protects your screen, which is pretty good. The lens itself is really heavy. It's much heavier and much bigger than the 24-70 that I used to have. This is the R6. As you see, it's pretty similar in terms of size. There is no difference in terms of how heavy it is. You have the same on-off switch. This varies from the other camera. You just have the wheel kind of like in the other, with the old like 5D Mark IV. You have the same pop-up screen, so it goes the same way. You can have it here, or you can have it this way. If you're changing into video mode, you just change it here, and then you change it back into manual. And that's it. The IF in both of the cameras is really efficient. I haven't seen much of a difference, to be honest. Beautiful. Yeah, it's lovely. So yeah, seriously, in terms of taking photos, if you gave me both cameras, I genuinely don't think I would be able to tell. The focusing system is on drugs, which is great. It's very, very efficient. It's very fast in both of them. Obviously, I haven't seen the quality of the photos on. That's beautiful. And look at me. Gorgeous. Yeah, I haven't seen the quality of the photos on my screen yet, so I can't really judge. That's beautiful, yeah. One thing that I definitely enjoyed the most in both cameras was the autofocus and the eye detection. I have to say, coming from a 5D Mark IV user, having the autofocus was absolutely incredible. It was so fast, so reliable. There was no need to play with different focusing points. It was just detecting the eye and shooting, and both cameras were super, super fast, super reliable, and the focus was really, really good. So I was definitely impressed with both of them.
All wild, howling at the moon. You got me in a place unknown, free falling and I'm letting go. You're shining bright as crystal, moving like a twister. Ooh, I'm swaying to the hits, boy, loving every disco. Ooh, to the hits, boy, loving every disco. Ooh, so you say you're loving somebody else, that I am only for tonight.
We'll see how shaky the footage is as well, because for my B-rolls, it can be quite shaky on my other camera.
Okay.
So for me personally, because I don't really use 8K video, I think it's very excessive for me. My camera is mostly used for just fancy B-roll and, you know, sometimes, you know, just mostly photos. I just don't think the R5 makes such a difference for me. As I said, I will see in terms of quality of the images, how they are at the end in terms of the size and so on, but so far I am pretty impressed with this R6, and the price point is way better as well, so definitely not mad. That's gorgeous. Okay, we're doing 50 frames per second and we're doing 4K video. To see like how well the camera stabilizes as well. Yes, that's so gorgeous. This is look number 2. This is direct sunlight. We're gonna start with the EOS R5. So we need to do a different setting because it's very bright right now. Gorgeous. Beautiful. So obviously with the direct sunlight, it's kind of hard to see my screen. The LCD is kind of hard to see. So I think I'll probably just go for gorgeous. Beautiful, love that. So I have to say both cameras are pretty similar in terms of appearance. The R5 has a slightly bigger LCD screen and also has a second screen on top of the camera, which the R6 doesn't. But other than that, it's pretty much same. If you gave me both of them without looking at the two features, I probably wouldn't be able to tell which one is which. The menu is pretty similar as well at the back. It pretty much has the same settings. and all in all they do feel very sturdy and nice in your hands. So this is the new 28 to 70, and this is the old 24 to 70 that I'm using now. So as you see, the difference is quite extreme. I won't lie, it's a huge lens. It's very heavy. It's probably like a kilogram heavier than the other one. So it's definitely something to consider when you're getting the camera. I mean, you know, size-wise, it's massive. So it's definitely something to keep in mind, but it is a beautiful lens. So when you're changing for video settings, you basically have to readjust all your settings because it doesn't change automatically as set to the photo. So that's just something that you have to keep in mind. We moved the backdrop a tiny bit because it wasn't direct sunlight enough. So now we're still on the R5. And we're gonna take some more photos here. It's nice and bright, isn't it? Yeah, I love that. So pretty. Oh, you're so glowy. Gorgeous. Here's a picture now. Well, now I changed into the R6. Gonna be taking some photos. Just trying to tune up. Yes, gorgeous. Perfect. So I have the same exact settings for both cameras, just to kind of have a decent comparison between the two. Just, yes, that's so nice. Yeah. One thing that really blindsided me was the fact that Lightroom still doesn't have camera profiles for either R5 or R6. So when I opened my photos and tried to color grade them, with my presets as always, I actually couldn't because the profile was missing and it didn't look right. So I ended up looking around in forums and I found a person who actually made profiles themselves. I am not sure how accurate they are to what Lightroom would produce, but they do actually work. I'm going to link them down below. I am not getting a commission from it. This is just something that I found. The guy is charging $15, I think, for the profiles. I purchased both of them and they definitely made a difference. So I definitely recommend it if you do have the R5 or the R6. It's definitely not ideal. I had to change a lot of the settings. I had to twist my presets around as well, which was really annoying and time consuming, but it definitely helped with the process because without that it was really difficult for me to color grade them with just Adobe profiles. Look 3, direct sunlight. We're gonna see how both cameras handle the shadows and highlights and how it all looks. So we'll start with the R5 and go from there. Oh, yeah. Nice. So as you see, the camera is very quiet. It has a very nice sound actually. Beautiful, that's gorgeous. I think it looks really nice. So I just want to see how it handles the highlights and the shadows because there's obviously quite a lot of harsh shadows. That's beautiful. The IAF is really on point. It just follows her perfectly. Gorgeous. And it's not even getting too distracted with all the shadows going on, being in front of the plants, because I know some cameras could struggle with it. Can we get you out into the sun a tiny bit more? Yes, perfect. And then you do that, yeah. Gorgeous. Yes, oh, that's so gorgeous. Beautiful. Stunning. Changed my cameras. That's beautiful. Yeah. What you're doing? Yes, that's gorgeous. Oh my god, I love that. Perfect. Cool. That's cute. I'm happy with that. So now we're back to shooting backlit, like with the first look. And we have those lovely like reflections of the palm trees in the background. Just perfect. Lovely. I really enjoy shooting in the 28, I have to say. Actually, I never thought that I would say that, but it looks really nice. Beautiful. Yes, love that. So now we're switching to the R6. Same thing. Oh yes, gorgeous. The light is so beautiful. Yeah, getting a bit of reflection of the wall as well, which I think works really, really good. Perfect, yes. Yeah, the light is gorgeous here. Face recognition is on point. Eye detection as well. Perfect, yeah. Beautiful.
There is nothing I can do to make it go away. I'm in love with you, baby, and my love is here to stay. Love is a dangerous thing.
To sum it up, I think both cameras are actually really, really amazing. I enjoyed working with both of them. I think they both bring something different to the table. I think if you're on the budget and you don't really need 8K video like I don't, getting the R6 is actually a really, really good choice. I think the images turned out beautiful. I don't need to blow them up on the billboards, so the resolution doesn't really bother me as much. One thing that I will say is that I definitely enjoyed the R5 color grading a bit more, but that might be something to do with the fact that profiles for both cameras are different and they are made by a person who is not a Adobe person. So I'm not holding it against the R6. I still get some really, really nice colors. I did notice subtle difference, but as I said, it could be something to do with the profiles. Other than that, both cameras performed amazingly. The battery life was really good. The video was really beautiful on both. The stabilization is definitely really nice as well. So if you are thinking between R5 and R6 and you don't really want to spend that much money, I would happily recommend the R6 because it is a very, very good camera. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much, Claudia.
Thank you so much
for being my beautiful model and letting me test the cameras on you. Make sure to check out Claudia. She's going to be linked in the description below, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. And if you did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Call me up in a minute. Call me up, set me straight. Pickpocket my eye socket.